Americans devour a shocking amount of sugar. Many of us consume a cup of sugar a day. That's double what Americans ate 100 years ago. All that sugar can be deadly. Dallas oncologist Gerald Edelman, author of Sugar Rehab, says that's because sugar stimulates cancer cells and causes weight gain.
We know that folks that are overweight have a higher risk of recurrence of cancer and also developing many of the major cancers. So obesity is actually now known to be a direct cause of cancer.
John Speenberg had Hodgkin's lymphoma, cancer of the blood. After following Dr. Edelman's advice to slash the sugar, he lost weight and has been cancer-free for 9 years.
I love yogurt, but when you start realizing there's 9 grams of sugar in a cup of yogurt, I started cutting out my yogurt.
And it's not just cancer. Sugar leads to many other health problems, from heart disease and high blood pressure to the common cold.
High blood sugar is an immunosuppressant effect. It suppresses your immune system. So you're more vulnerable to infections such as the flu. You're more vulnerable to inflammatory diseases such as arthritis.
Sugar's highly addictive. Brain imaging shows reward centers light up the same way when a person takes cocaine as when they consume sugar. And it's tough to get off that roller coaster.
Because you're going through spikes and valleys of blood sugar levels. And when you're at a valley, what's your body want? It wants more sugar. Your body loses its natural equilibrium of, intelligently telling you when it's hungry and intelligently telling you when it's full.
If you want to cut back on sugar, here's a tip. It's often hidden in foods that seem healthy. Like this instant oatmeal, it has 12 grams of sugar, compared to old-fashioned oats, which have just 1. Nutritionist J.J. Virgin says hidden sugars are why so many people have trouble losing weight.
What I think is most upsetting is all of these people trying so hard to eat healthy, yet being duped by misinformation, because then they just go, wow, this isn't working, I'm just going to give up.
In her book, she warns about going after low-fat foods.
When we started to pull the fat out of products, we either add or are left with sugar. If you look at a lot of the dairy products, especially like cream cheeses, we'll go to the light cream cheese and they actually added sugar in.
Many fat-free salad dressings are 1/3 sugar. And don't be fooled by healthy-sounding words like fruit or juice. They're often just the super-sweet fructose left over after healthy fiber and nutrients have been removed. Dried fruits can contain as much sugar as candy.
And there's easy ways to say no sugar added, still put it in there. Apple juice concentrate's the worst thing you could possibly have. Apple juice concentrate's got more fructose than high fructose corn syrup does.
Refined carbohydrates are deceptive because while not tasting sweet, they turn into sugar after you eat them because the grains have been stripped of the good stuff, leaving only the starch. Even whole grains and foods labeled all natural often contain lots of added sugar. The same goes for muffins, bars, and popular protein shakes. This one has 44 grams per serving. You should aim for less than 2. JJ divides foods into high, medium, and low sugar impact. For example, white potato is high, sweet potato is medium, pumpkin is low. White rice is high, brown rice is medium, wild rice is low.
A marinara sauce with sugar added is high sugar impact. A regular marinara sauce, medium sugar impact. Crushed tomatoes, basil, olive oil would be low sugar impact.
And what about fake sugar?
One of the worst things that's ever happened to us are artificial sweeteners. This is a science experiment that has not worked.
Researchers found people who use them tend to gain more weight.
But there's also a phenomenon that happens called calorie dysregulation that they saw with artificial sweeteners. When you eat something that's got a sweet taste with no calories, your body can't calibrate the degree of sweetness with how many calories, so it causes you to tend to overeat.
They can also cause headaches and digestive problems.
You have to limit some of these sugar-free products because they have sugar alcohols in them, and sugar alcohols can act as laxatives.
The best advice is to be aware and just say no to sugar in obvious places as well as the hidden ones. Lori Johnson, CBN News.